Hi everyone, I'll be showing some clips of Nick Fuentes because I haven't talked about this yet, but I do want to now. Look, I just want to say my opinions, most of my opinions about Nick Fuentes and how he is just a troll. Let me show you guys these videos. So, for the first one I'm going to show you guys, he's with Piers Morgan on Piers Morgan's show, and obviously this is already an hour and 10 minutes in, but I skipped to the part where he talks about Hitler. Yeah. And Nick Fuentes says he's very cool. I don't know if he's saying it as a joke, just to troll this old boomer Piers Morgan like he always does, or he actually thinks Hitler is cool. That's messed up, so let's watch this. So here it is. Nope.
See, that's the reality of your jokes, although I haven't ascertained yet whether you are joking when you say that Hitler was very fucking cool. Are you joking, or do you actually think he was very fucking cool? The most genocidal monster of the last 150 years?
Yeah, the thing is, my generation, we're just done with the pearl clutching. You know,
yeah, you might be, but then your generation hasn't gone through what Danny Finkelstein's family went through. So
yeah.
maybe the pearl clutching has a way to go for families whose family members
oh my
were
gosh,
murdered.
yeah, we got all that. We, you know, me mom, like we're, you know, I don't even know who this person is. Why is this person talking to me? This old British guy is saying me mom got killed by Hitler.
Because he doesn't find it funny when you say Hitler's very fucking cool.
I don't care.
He finds
I don't care.
I know you don't care. That's fine. You don't have to care. But he does care.
Does that guy care about America? Does that guy care about me and my country and my family? No.
He cares what you, a prominent conservative in America, has to say about Adolf Hitler. And what do you mean by Hitler is very fucking cool? Because I think he's very fucking a monster.
Okay. And that's a clip.
So, that's a clip. See, he's just a troll. He's a rage-baiting troll. He wants attention, and I am pretty sure that's why he's doing this right now. Because he was shut down by Ben Shapiro and the Daily Wire for a while, and now he actually can be on platforms and do his own thing, and he's just being a rage-baiting troll and saying nonsense just to screw with people. That's how trolls are. They don't care if you agree with them or you disagree. They just want attention. That's how they are. So I think if we just stop talking about Nick Fuentes, obviously we have to expose him for it, but once the exposing is done, I think you should just stop talking about Nick Fuentes, because the more attention he gets, the more viewers he gets, the more people he gets, and he loves it. Because he's a troll. He wants attention. That's all he wants. So I think people need to stop feeding him attention.
I think he's very fucking a monster.
Come on, man. You know he's an old man.
Do you hear yourself?
See, he's rage-baiting an old boomer, Piers Morgan.
Yeah, I mean, can we all grow up?
I do.
Can we all grow up?
He murdered 12 million
childish.
people. He murdered 12 million people. What is very fucking...
See, Nick is absolutely trolling Piers Morgan here, so now let's go to a different clip of Nick Fuentes pretty much buying the whole thing where it was a 30-06 that hit Charlie's neck, and it was only one guy, Tyler Robinson. So let's watch this next one.
Ian Carroll, the conspiracy theorist, he's making videos about the conspiracy behind Red Lobster, the conspiracy behind Applebee's, the conspiracy...
Well, if you would actually watch Ian Carroll's video, which he showed in his live stream, or maybe it wasn't live stream, but it was a 2-hour-long video that was 3 days ago that has 300,000 views. He showed and explained Red Lobster and the shrimp, that it's freaking bad, and there have been other people talking about it, and it is gross. Okay? If you watch that video and you really pay attention, Nikki, you would know exactly what Ian is talking about. Volume keeps cutting out.
He does a live stream tonight and says, Where are you, Nick? We're all aligned on this against the Jews, and you are agreeing with Crowder and Tim Pool and everybody else. We need you. Why are you with them? And I would say with Ian Carroll, where's the evidence? What even is that?
Okay, Nick Fuentes is not a person who can say that, okay? He shows, like, no evidence in any of his 50-minute long videos on Rumble, okay? This guy shows no evidence whatsoever, and he's complaining that Ian shows no evidence? Well, I think you should go watch Ian Carroll's 2-hour video and his other videos, because he explains it very well, Nick. Okay? He explains it very, very well, and he has receipts, and he shows everything. You got nothing. You're just talking in front of a camera and acting like you have information and receipts. Volume keeps cutting out.
They're going to say, well, Israel... Everything other than evidence. They're going to say, well, Israel kills everybody else. Okay, people die all the time.
Well,
actually.
obviously, no crap, dude.
People die all the time, and there are a lot of school shootings and assassinations. This stuff happens with regularity. Was Israel behind Luigi Mangione? Why or why not?
Oh.
Was Israel behind the school shooting in Colorado that happened on the same day? Why or why not? Was Israel behind the shooting of Trump? Why or why?
Look, we're not saying Israel's behind absolutely everything, okay, Nick? We're not saying that. Volume keeps cutting out, guys.
I don't know if any of those people blamed Israel for the shooting of Trump. Was Israel behind the Las Vegas shooting?
The Trump attempt assassination definitely was something really odd, dude. Like that was very bad. That was slop from the Secret Service, and that it looked a little too intentional. Okay, that's my opinion. It didn't look normal. Like they just had no idea that somebody was trying to take Trump's life. It looked like maybe they knew. I don't know. It didn't look right. That's what I can tell you. Line piece cutting out.
Because the heuristic seems to be Israel is behind literally everything. Literally everything. Not most things, not things we can demonstrate with evidence. No, they're behind literally.
Nobody's saying that. Okay. Sorry, guys, for the volume. Keep cutting out this doing it for some reason. I don't know why.
Everything in the past, then it's safe to assume they're behind literally everything in the future. And that is ridiculous. That doesn't make any sense. Why? Charlie Kirk was Israel's top guy.
Well, there were messages that Candace has shown and way more videos like that, and the messages that Candace showed, like I just said, that he said he was going to leave the Israel crowd. And he said lots of stuff, kinda against Israel, that he was going to leave the pro-Israel cause on the messages that Candace has shown. So,
Or clear you can make it. And here's a perfect example. Hey, Ian Carroll, why did you on September 7th of this year tweet at Charlie Kirk, you're working for the Jews that killed Jesus? On September...
okay, Nick blew that out of context and out of proportion. Look, on Ian Carroll's 2-hour video, he shows what he actually said, because Charlie Kirk was saying about, oh, Jesus, Israel, or something like that, and then Ian Carroll said, and you're supporting the same people that killed him, something like that. Something like that, guys. But if you guys watch that video, hold on, I can pull it up probably. Okay, guys, so I found it. Look, this is Ian Carroll's live right here. Let's watch it. Bam! Look at this. Jesus defeated death so you can live. And then Ian Carroll says, and you have dedicated your life to serving the people who killed him. See? That's what Ian Carroll said, Nick. He's always taking things out of context. He's a troll. He's a rage baiter. And he wants to mess with people, and he wants attention. Okay?
2025, you tweeted that Charlie Kirk is working for the Jews that killed Jesus. On September 11th, you were absolutely certain that Israel killed him because he was this close to telling the truth. And he died for it. So what changed in those 4 days exactly? What irrefutable proof did you get in those 4 days? On September 7th, you said Charlie Kirk is working for the Jews that killed Jesus. On September 11th, the day after he was killed, you were certain, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that Israel killed him to silence him. How does that even happen? Before we had a suspect, before we knew any of the facts, any of it, you knew for sure they did it. So, do you have ESP? Are you omniscient? Do you have telepathy? I don't think so. This is a grift. This is a grift.
This is a grift? Wow, dude. What do you... Jesus.
Easy? It is dishonest.
Dishonest?
You are making assumptions that you cannot rationally make. And if you want to destroy your credibility, that's fine. If you want to destroy your credibility by blaming Israel for killing the #1 Israel defender in America, that is your business. But
Charlie Kirk is not the #1 Israeli defender, okay? I believe it would be Donald J. Trump, okay? That's my opinion, because if he didn't love Israel so much, why is he sending billions of dollars to Israel then? So, you would think he is the biggest Israel supporter since he is giving away billions of dollars to Israel. For who knows what reason. So, yeah, I doubt it was Charlie Kirk, Nick.
Vote me into it and guilt me, or whatever it is you're trying to do, saying, we're all on this side and you're over there. I've been over here, bro. Where were you? I've been over here. I was at Charlottesville, lest I remind you. Where were you in 2017? Were you at Burning Man? Sorry, were you?
He was at Birmingham. Ian Carroll's at Birmingham. He explained this in his 2-hour live stream or video 2 days ago. He was in Birmingham. He went to New Mexico, and then I think Mexico. Then he went to Guatemala, and I think he went somewhere else. But he was cruising across, kind of close to South America, Central America there, kind of. So yeah, that's where he was, Nick.
I was at Charlottesville in 2017. He goes, we're all over here fighting the good fight. You and who? You and Candace Owens, who was working at Daily Wire last year? You and Candace Owens, who was working at Daily Wire. You and Tucker Carlson, who was working at Fox News. In 2017, 10 years ago, I was at Charlottesville. In 2019, I led the Groyper War against Charlie Kirk, calling him an Israel shill. It is 2025. Nothing has changed. For 13 years, from the time Charlie founded Turning Point until today, that organization was owned by Israel and served Israel, and everyone knows that. In June of this year, Charlie texted Dinesh D'Souza and said, Nick Fuentes is vermin. We've been fighting him for 6 years. He's anti-Semitic. In August, he said, I'm anti-Semitic garbage and I need to be censored, and he would never debate me. That was in August. People want to point out, oh, well, he was leaning in the other direction. He wasn't leaning in the other direction. His right-hand man, Andrew Colvett, comes from Salem Media. Look at who's involved in Salem Media. It is a Christian Zionist outfit. It is in bed with Israel. You want to know how I know that? Melissa Straight used to work there. From Prager University. She also used to work for Unit 8200 in the IDF. That's where Andrew Colvett comes from, and he was Charlie Kirk's right-hand man. Charlie Kirk appointed Andrew Colvett to lead their struggle session about Israel after the Turning Point SAS conference in July. When Israel bombed Qatar in contravention of Trump's own foreign policy, who did Charlie Kirk invite on the show to do Hasbara and explain the party line? Ben Shapiro. While Charlie Kirk played devil's advocate, he lended his platform to Ben Shapiro to give Israel's...
Well, I mean, he was pretty involved with Israel until his last couple of weeks or so, based off of the text messages that he sent to Candace Owens. Well, that's gonna be the end for this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed my videos, my content, hit the subscribe button, and let me know what you guys think in the comments. Comment down below, let me know what you guys think. And my final opinions, he's a weasel troll that wants attention, that wants clicks, and loves to rage bait people, and he spreads nonsense and talks crap about everybody. So I ain't watching him. I ain't gonna listen to his nonsense and listen to him trolling people and spreading false information. Well, actually, he's not saying any information. He's calling out these other people. Oh, you're not sending any information, which he's not either. So, and they're actually showing information. So, and he's not. So, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. See you guys in the next one. Bye.